to 6F, discuss and/or approve policy adoption and review. There are some items in here that we have for consideration this evening. Not for the, oh, that's right, for this. So, I think the recommendation has been made that first we get through the revision of the current policies with the two boards of education. And once that's done, then we begin a review of the policies for the SAC. I guess we listen to anybody who has anything to add, any reason why they would like to see that different. That's not etched in stone by any means.
And just a reminder that the joint boards will be going through that review process regardless of what your decision is. That's just the way it has to be by law. And so you're welcome to do whatever with that. But we'll get started probably in August with probably series 100 and 200 and get that process started.
Well, it could keep this board from having to repeat some things.
The truth be told, that you'd be duplicating efforts at this point.
Yeah. So, we have a consensus about that. We would put that off until such time as the other two boards have finished their process on board policies. Okay. Item 7, personnel. Do we have any personnel issues?
Nothing to report at this point.
Okay. Now we're down to 8, discuss future agenda items and set dates. Well, we've got some future agenda items built into our next agenda by our discussion.
Well, we'll definitely have the summary of weathers, whether we have a report or anything yet on the master contract. Maybe probably not. With this being the summer, probably looking more at September, October, and March.
I would think you'd want to come back and continue the discussion on 6B, initial terms you were asked. We have a format in place for that. And you may be ready to make a decision next month. So I would say 6B and 6C will be a presentation, and we may have something to report on process for D&E, but there's not going to be action. You know, as I sit and look at this process and learning more about it every day, you know, this board is dealing with some pretty big picture things right now. Your heavy lifting on detail stuff is going to go up as the school year goes. And then the other two boards, it's going to be proportional. You're going to be dealing with the master contract, you'll be dealing with all of the things that will be in place July 1st. And so the workload right now is kind of big picture stuff, and then it's going to be picking up, especially after the first of the year.
You want
Do
to
we don't want to establish a date based on what the other two boards do?
That's what we did last month.
No. I think it works well to do prior to the other board meeting.
I agree with you.
If we end up on the third Monday, it would be the 16th. So we'll see what happens.
We will tentatively just follow what the joint boards do.
I think that's agreeable with everyone.
And the 5:30 part, assuming that they stay at 6:30 is good. It's a stretch for some of you to get from work, I know. Works.
This is an excuse.
We're back up. We skipped over. I got a couple.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We just moved it up this time.
Reopen.